Have you ever had that one dish at a party that all of your guests were saying, "Wow, what did you put into that? Can I have the recipe?" Well, today I'm going to show you how to make a tuna salad that will have your guests going crazy just like that. Making a tuna salad doesn't require great skill. It just requires the right mixtures, right spices, and correct portions. By the conclusion of my speech, I hope that you will fully understand how to make a tuna salad. I'm going to go over the different spices to put in, different meats to put in, different fruits, and also cooking utensils that you would need, and also a mixing bowl that you would need. First, we're going to start off with your different spices. The first spice you will need will be a third of a cup of relish. Okay, so you're going to need pepper, but we're going to season to taste with the pepper. You're going to need a tablespoon of salt. You're going to also need the consistency. You're going to mix the mayo in to create a consistency. You're going to need 2 apples. You can either use a manual can opener or also an electrical can opener. You're going to also make a serve. You're going to use 4 cans of Star-Kissed light tuna. This 4 cans should usually serve around 8 to 10 people. We're going to also use 1 egg per can of tuna. We will need a stirring fork, mixing fork, and also a cutting knife to cut your apples. The first ingredient we're going to put into our mixing bowl will be the 4 cans of tuna. I usually use these, open these up with a can opener to make it a little easier, so it's not that difficult. And then I drain the tuna. Next, after draining, I'm gonna stick it, clean all the tuna out of the container, and put it in my mixing bowl, like so. I usually try and get fresh tuna. That gives it a little better flavor. That's 1 can. Then we're gonna go on to 2 cans. See that? We're gonna go to 3 cans. Be careful when using these tuna cans because they're kind of sharp around the edges. You don't want to cut yourself. That wouldn't be great. And for our last can, here we go. Okay. All right. After that's done, you're gonna go off to your apples for next. You want to peel your apples, but you want to take the hull off. The hull kind of gives it a dull flavor, so you want the sweet flavor. That's what it's all about, the sweet flavor. I usually use Jazz apples. They're pretty good. They're pretty sweet. They're not too sour. Okay. After shelling the hull on the first apple, I'm going to chop it up into little bitty cube pieces so that it'll be easy to swallow, won't choke. And I usually go across the grain of the apple with slices like so. And I go crisscross, just like that. Okay. After that, you want to cut up and cut down. Like I say, little bitty cube pieces. You can do this fast, or you can chop them real fine if you prefer. For them to be a little finer, that's fine also. Okay. Like so. I've been making this dish for roughly around 5 or 6 years. You can kind of add the little spices and tastes that you prefer, which is fine. It's all about what you like, but for this demonstration is simply a sweet tuna. Next, I'm going to add my relish. I usually use a 1/4 of a cup of relish, like so, and just dump it in. You want to start mixing just a little bit to get everything mixed up, like so. After the relish, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of salt. and you're going to add 1/4 cup of sugar. And the sugar is also optional since you have the apples that are going to already be sweet. You want to mix them as you go, kind of get everything gelled together. Now we're going to mix in the mayo. You want to use real mayonnaise, which is kind of the best. All right. Like I said in the introduction, you want to kind of add the mayo just to create a consistency that you prefer. I'm going to add a little bit more. There we go. Okay. Now as you can see, the more mayo you add, the looser the consistency will be. Alright. Keep stirring until you get all of the spices mixed in as you go. Okay. I prefer to eat tuna fish with, you can use crackers, saltine crackers, Ritz crackers, or either you can also put them on slices of bread. Certain chips that we use are mostly seasoned chips, and they're pretty decent also with this. So after a couple of minutes of mixing, you have a sweet tuna salad. And like I said, you can season to your taste, whatever you prefer. So today we went over the spices that you're going to need, which include the relish, the pepper, the salt, apples, and also the sugar and relish. After the season, remember you want to add enough mayo to create a great consistency that you would like. And you want to add your eggs. Eggs are already pre-peeled, so just add those in as you go. And mix those in with the mixture, like so. And after all that is done, you have a tuna salad, sweet tuna salad. Thank you.